Yo, what up? It's your boy Doughboy Tony. We back with another episode of What's the Word on the realest platform on YouTube, man. American Cholo, y'all already know what it is. Shit, it's just another beautiful Wednesday. We're here to bring y'all another episode. You know, talk some shit, talk some whatever we get into. I hope y'all enjoy the episode, though. And y'all already know I got my boy Frankie in the building and the OG in the building today, man. We got Gil in the building with us at the table.
What's good? I was invited, homie. This is like my fucking fourth podcast this week or something like that.
Damn.
I'm getting it in, homeboy. I'm getting it in. I'm pumped up because of the politics. So people are finally talking politics, homeboy.
Yeah.
And I'm
It's
like,
election season.
I've been doing this shit for years. Yeah, but you've got like a lot of just let's say culture type politics out of here, out of LA, whether it's Icon's new channel, whether it's Cult Media TV. I mean, just about everybody and anybody is talking some kind of politics, bro.
That's right.
Maybe it took the president to get shot at to talk about it, but you know, here we are talking about it, man.
Here we are.
That definitely will probably cause that. You know, the minute you see somebody attempting assassination on a former president or somebody in the election run, that makes you feel like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah.
You know, like, what's going on? What? So now everybody's trying to tap in, trying to figure out, you know, what maybe they're trying to figure out why they're trying to kill him, or you know what it is going on behind the scenes, bro.
I think the most important part is people are actually having the conversation. Like,
Yeah.
I think this is something like, you know, I know OG's been kind of saying this for years, and we've been saying it for like a hot minute, right? Like, it's just about having that conversation. It really is. It really is. It's about having that conversation amongst us, in your community, amongst your family, right? And then it slowly starts to leak out, right? And then you start having that bigger conversation with your friends, your community, and then obviously, hopefully, your elected officials.
Yeah, exactly. And it's about us having that damn conversation, bro. That's what I mean. It took Trumpito to get blasted in the ear, homeboy. But what do you guys think about that? I think I'm 80% sure that it was an inside job. I can't see the Secret Service messing up that bad. I've actually dealt with the secret. Dude, stop calling, fool. Stop calling this fool. Jesus, nobody tell you to call right now. Let me
Hold on, Roger.
Yeah, let me put this undisturbed already, homie. This vato.
It's Roger. He's like, I want to talk, way.
Yeah, hold on,
but
people.
I definitely agree with what Gil's saying about it being an inside job, because I mean, how do they let something like that happen? You know, the security, before it's the Secret Service, dog, ain't no way somebody like that is just getting by. But to me, what trips me out.
Chris, let this guy in real quick. Let's see what the hell what happened? What's going on, man? What house is burning on fire right now?
Hello?
What house is burning right now?
So, Bill, how you doing?
I'm trying to get a live going, and you're already calling, man. What's going on, fool?
Well, no, I'm saying because you're right about the politics, but I want to say something real quick because I know you guys got a great show going on.
Yeah, shoot, buddy.
Look, check it out. Kamala Harris and the Democrats always talk about democracy, right?
Yes.
But they didn't even let the American people vote who they want a Democrat to run on their side.
Yeah, no,
straight up put it.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I think that's just because first we were complaining about Biden being in there, and now we got him out. Now people are complaining that the Democratic Party's not letting their people vote. They have to let her go in there because if not, there'll be a couple of states that they won't get the electoral college votes. I think it's like 3 of them, and also the money that was already sent to their campaign, she wouldn't be able to get that money. So politically, it makes sense for them to put Kamala Harris. If not, they're losing 3 states, which for off the top, they're losing the election, and they're losing over $100-some million.
You don't think it was an inside coup? They could have used the 25th Amendment to push Biden out?
Yeah, but you know how horrible that would have looked? No, the way you do it is you push them out and you pretty much tell them, listen, it's just like the Secret Service lady. You pretty much tell her, either you're going to resign or we're going to fire you. So the same thing was with him. At that point, it was they had choked him out. Before they started with George Clooney, then they started with Pelosi, then they went with Schiff. Then after that, once Barack Obama got in there and started saying, "Hey, he's out of here," that's when he had no choice. He had no homies. The hood's gone, homie. That's when he had to go.
She didn't even go to Congress today when the president from Israel, the PM,
Netanyahu.
She didn't even go.
Yes.
Yeah, she didn't even show up. She has no respect.
She didn't.
What did she say? What did she What is she telling American Jewish people in our country that she don't stand with them?
Kamala Harris is not presidential material, bro.
Hell
Plain and
no.
simple. She is not presidential material. She does not know anything about foreign policy. She's there just to be. She was there to pull the African American and female vote the last 3 years, 3.5 years ago. And this time around, I'm sure the base is pumped up. And of course, you're gonna get a bump in the polls right now because she just barely got put on. But what's gonna happen is once this little honeymoon stage goes away, then you start hearing her really talk, and then let's start talking some policy. She doesn't know policy, bro.
And she's not even black either. A lot of people think that she's black and she's not.
Yeah, she's
Indian.
yeah, she's Indian and Jamaican. And when she was running at first, she was running under the Asian card.
Yeah.
But you know, anytime you put the black card in there, you try to get it. But the good thing is happening right now is a lot of African Americans are waking up to the fact that the Democratic Party is not doing nothing for us, homeboy. So hey, it's time to try a new recipe, homeboy. Hey, I appreciate the call, my man. And next time, don't call so quick.
No problem. You guys have a good one. And Raza, wake up. Raza, listen to what Gil's saying.
Levántense, cabrones. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Levántense, cabrones. Hey,
Yeah, it's
at least
crazy.
he got the phone call on speed dial.
Damn, they do, bro. But it's crazy just to kind of piggyback off of what he was saying, man. Like, she didn't even beat Biden. Like, back in 2000, like,
She dropped out right away because she was getting nuts. She got zero. She is the equivalent of Sarah Palin from Alaska.
Yeah.
She's the equivalent of Sarah Palin, pretty girl, and he laughs and ha ha ha. So they're trying to get this. But with her, there is no meat and bones. And people say, well, she was a prosecutor. She knows how to talk. No, she knows how to speak the law. She knows how to practice the law. Yeah. But the law isn't running a $1 trillion company named America.
100%.
And the one that does know and has already proved it is Donald Trump. And then we're on the live right now, like, well, he's a felon. Well, that means all you Raider fans better vote for him, homie. if you're a Raider fan and you don't vote for Donald Trump, homie, you ain't a real Raider fan, homie. Puro felones en la casa, homie.
Raider fans for Trump.
Yes, one of the superintendents told me today, no, he's like, dude, I'm cholos for Trump, fool. And he's like, he hits me up later on. He's like, Vatos for Trump, huh? I said, I like that one. Vatos for Trump, homie. But,
no, and I see that what you mentioned earlier about a lot of I feel like the African American community, they're not letting themselves get manipulated this time by them trying to push the black card on Kamala, you know? Bro, the internet doesn't lie, dog.
Nah.
You know, people don't lie. The public don't lie. You see comments everywhere, bro. Like, people are just not fucking with her, you know? And it makes no sense to me why they're still trying to push that when she, like Gil said, she's, you know, she fell under Asian before and she's Indian. Like, come on, bro.
She hood hopping, huh?
She's hood hopping. But besides that, I think a lot of people are really kind of misconstruing why, like, we have strong opinions about her, right? Like, if you're a man and you're speaking up against Kamala, they're like, oh, it's because she's a woman and you're a misogynist. And it's like, no. That's not the reason why I'm giving any pushback on, like, the pick of Kamala, right?
Right.
Is us being from California, like, we were privy to watching her be the attorney general here. And she is not a friend of brown and black folks. I'm going to let you know that right now.
She was locking them up.
She was locking them up. She was on purpose, like, falsifying information, right? Knowing that an innocent man was innocent and still try to put him on death row.
He was, he was about to get killed, bro.
He was about to get killed because she was more concerned about the optics, about her record, her conviction record than the actual truth. So that lets you know everything you need to know about somebody like Kamala. Yeah. Whatever. I'm not, we're not here to let you know who to vote for. Like, you're in a free country.
Vote for Trump, fool. I'm letting you know, homie. Vote for Trump, vote red, homie. If you're in California, you better vote red.
You can vote whatever way you want, right? But we're merely pointing out the facts. It's like, look, on both sides, we have to be completely factual on all sides. If you're bringing all these facts about Trumpito, like, we have to bring the facts about Kamala, right?
For sure.
And you can't just sit there and blindly be like, oh, well, she represents the blue and the other side, I'm going to vote for her without ever doing your research.
Yeah, you do your due diligence. But that, I posted a thing on Instagram today, right? It was some female, like, I don't know, she's not an influencer, but she, people go around and interview people, right? She was out and she interviewed like 4 or 5 different women, and she was asking them, what do you think about Kamala Harris? Oh my God, she's great. She's doing so many good things for the country. They all kind of said the same thing. What people do, they listen to their local politics that they either CNN, MSNBC, or the little clips that they got out there on Instagram, and they often see their feeds from the left wing part of the party, right? So they were all saying how great Kamala is, how good she is for the country, everything. Her policies are so awesome. And then the question came, which of her policies do you like? Like I asked that guy. and they all froze, bro. And one of the girls said, I don't know. Can you tell me a policy? Not one single person can tell you what policy Kamala Harris has done that's good for this country, because they haven't, bro. But people just look and hear everybody repeating the same thing. So if you're a kid and you keep hearing this, oh, well, I'm gonna just repeat what they said. And a lot of people don't follow politics because they think it's boring, so they just repeat what their other friends say. So if their friends are liberals, Kamala's a great person. They have done great policies. What great policies has the Biden administration done? The Biden administration had open border policies, has inflation policies, has policies that'll tell you a guy with a big old fierro can walk into the bathroom with your wife and call himself a woman. These are the type of policies the Democrats have. The policies the Democrats have are policies that are destroying families. They do not want the family unit.
And I guess the one question I would ask, or the thing that I would ask those individuals where are just blindly saying that these are great policies or she's full of great policies, is just like, okay, well, just use the eye test. Are you better off 4 years ago? Are you better off now than you were before? And if you can answer that honestly and say yes or no, then there you go.
Yeah,
that's all you need to know.
To me, work is great, but work has always been. Give me a clap, Chris, please. I am an essential worker. During COVID, I never stopped working because I need to build houses for millionaires. You know, that is essential to American politics. And to me, nah, man, we gotta wake up. And 4 years ago, I was still making the same amount of money, let's say, but that same amount of money was buying me much more. Yeah. So I am not in a better place. I am actually more in the hole than I was. Like I said, I had to go into my savings this year. And before, I can honestly admit I was the guy that go to the market. I wasn't looking at food prices, bro. No. I really wasn't. My wife would be like, my wife does. She always has. God bless her soul, right? She, until this day, whenever it's real high, she'll still look at the prices. Me before, I wouldn't. Fool, I'm going to go in there. I rack the whole card up. I'm like, whatever, do $150, whatever it is. I go there one day, and this was about maybe 2 years ago. I said, what? $13-14 for a thing of grapes? I said, oh, hell no. You start seeing it, bro. And then when they started raising the price of my cervezas, homie, that's when I knew. That's when I knew it was over. It used to be like $2 for the tall boy, carnal. Now it's like $5.
Yeah. Man.
It's getting rough out here for a pimp.
I was just having this conversation yesterday on my way home. You know, I'm coming home from the Jale, and there is this food distribution that happens there in Santana, where we're from. And like over the last couple years, I've seen it grow and grow, right? So typically it was like, you know, down the street. This time, Gil, it was wrapped around 4 buildings. Down the street, down the alley, wrapped around 4 buildings. And you must have had at least, like, no lie, at least 1,200 to 1,500 people. And it's on a weekly basis. This isn't like once a month where I'm thinking like, okay, like, you know, people are coming out because they're only doing this once a month. There's great organizations all over the place that are trying to fill that void because, like you just mentioned, like food prices have doubled, right? And, you know, working families are unable to provide food for their families. So that line continues to grow. So you have like 1,200, 1,500 people strong every week standing with their carts, standing with their wagons, just waiting for food distribution. And that's just visual evidence that we're not in a better place than we were 8 years ago.
No, not at all.
And that's why we got to continue to have these conversations, especially with our people in our communities. Like you said, Gil, like it's cool to see that, you know, more people are talking about politics, and it's nice to stay informed. Like people got to tap into these conversations or wherever they're happening, you know. But in our community, I feel like it's got to happen the most because so many people are just like ignorant to so many things, like raza in general, like especially the older people, the generations, like they don't care, you know, like they just whatever their kids tell them or whatever they hear on the news, that's what it is. Like I got tias who still think Trump's gonna put Mexicans in concentration camps and shit. Like,
yeah, but
he's not like that. You know,
we're
like,
changing.
That ain't gonna happen, bro. Like, you know, it's just. We just gotta have those conversations with people.
We're changing the narrative, bro. We're starting something where, like I said, when I first came into this thing 5 years ago, nobody in our community was talking politics, bro. I was talking a little bit, and now, like I said, I try to throw a little bit of street stuff, a little bit of politics, a little bit of street, just to keep the audience entertained. But now, everyone and their mamas talking politics. I got people hitting me up, hey, come do the podcast, talk politics. And I'll do some, but I don't have time for all of them. But it's a dope thing to sit there and say, come do the podcast, talk politics, instead of come do the podcast, talk about your gang history, come do the podcast, talk about why, hey, like, let's talk some real fucking politics, homie.
And I think a lot of people will get really tired of like the theatrics that you're seeing in like the mainstream media, right? And like even like the whole presidential election, which is definitely important to stay informed, right? But there's so many other elections that are happening November, right? You got local elections, state elections, county elections, right? And your local elections are going to affect you more in your daily life than obviously this overall presidential election. And a lot of times what ends up happening is like you're so hyper focused on like the macro, right? On the like presidential election that they're sliding all these policies underneath your nose, right? And then you end up realizing that you can't build an ADU or you can't build something without like permission from like X, Y, and Z. Now it's going to cost you an arm and a leg to do anything, you know, at your house, in your own city, because you were so preoccupied with like the outside noise that you didn't focus on, you know, there at home.
Notorious One in the building. He said OG did damage at Cold TV. Yeah, I went in there like Rambo, fool. I went in there like Rambo, but I was humbly. I didn't sit there and after just like, listen, homie.
For sure went in there with extra clips.
I gotta get some clips from that one. But that was cool going to the Cold Media over there with Prime, because so many of us, the only thing is Prime won't shut. Prime, shut the fuck up, Prime. Shut the fuck. Hey, they were killing him in his comment section, and I actually enjoyed it, bro. I actually enjoyed it because I think it humbled him, or I hope it does, because it might take a lot to humble Prime. Because I was like, Prime, we're here to talk. He was just so excited, but he's also new to the podcast game. Yeah. He's gonna learn it. Let me give you a little advice right here, Prime. You will be there tomorrow, the next day, and the next. Let your guests speak. If not, I'm never going back, mother. Nah.
But I think it's just such a beautiful thing what you guys did, right? Like having difference of opinions, being able to come together respectfully, and you know, at least trying to have a conversation, right? You know, obviously mentioned, you know, people interjecting and all that.
Right.
You know, you get emotional, so you want to be able to react, right? But at least having that platform and more people coming together and agreeing to disagree. Be like, look, it's not like, hey, fuck you, Gil, because you don't agree with what I agree with. No. It's like, educate me on your viewpoint. Like, why do you feel the way that you do? And I'm going to educate you on my viewpoint. Like, feelings are not facts. So just because you feel some type of way doesn't mean that it makes it true.
Yeah, and that's what I put on the post on IG, and a lot of people were talking crap. Oh, you're gonna get destroyed, Gil. Are you this? I'm like, facts over feelings, homie. I'm speaking policy. All right. Anytime that I talk politics, I'm speaking policy. And he thought he was gonna get me talking about Trompito. What do you think? I said, yeah, Trompito's a dirtbag. He's a sleazeball, bro. I'm not there trying to have Trompito fucking come to my house and the carne asada, even though he is invited. Trompito, you wanna come through? I got you, player. Costillas norteñas, they're the best. They're the best. But Trompito, hey, homie. And then the guy said, you'll do business with a sleazeball? I said, homie, if I had a moral compass as far as who I do business with, and I say, oh, he's a sleazeball, then you don't do business. Most developers are, and when I say sleazeballs, I don't mean it just, they're cutthroat, bro. Yeah. You better look at the contract. You better look what's going on. Why do you think so many people in the music industry get boned, homie, out of money? Because it's a cutthroat business. And that's what Trompito is. He's a cutthroat. But I want that cutthroat big homie working for me and working for America. Old man Biden, you know what? At the end now, respect to Biden. He's out. He served his country. He was a president. I got no more talking crap about him. It is what it is, homie. Now, respect to him. And I'm glad he finally stepped out. That's tough, bro. That's tough for any president to do. But that was finally the right thing to do. The bad thing was the cover-up that Kamala did, that the rest of the media did, that the rest of his staff did. Everybody knew something was wrong with old man Biden, bro. Everybody knew it. And they just kept pushing it and pushing and pushing. And then finally it came to the world where we're looking at this as Americans. And we're seeing it firsthand. But you're trying to tell me that I'm not seeing what I'm seeing. And that's what went wrong with them. And they finally saw that America was turning on them. Like, dude, how are you guys going to tell me this guy's okay? Oh, he's sharp. No, he's not. He's an older guy. He can't keep up anymore. Yeah. And that's the scary part. How much people will lie, cheat, and steal just to stay in power, bro. Because those people didn't want to lose their job.
Yeah, I'd rather have a fucking, like you said, a douchebag tell me what it is and be honest, you know, and be straightforward and fucking just do shit like that than just somebody who's just gonna be up there smiling and at the same time just doing dirty shit.
I always think of this adage when I speak about Trump, like keep your friends close and your enemies closer, right? And the reason why I say that is because at least you know what you get. Right, with like somebody like Trumpito, right, like you just mentioned, is like, yeah, I'm not here to debate his like moral compass, because we could sit here and go through down the list, right? None of us are perfect, right? Obviously, he's in the public eye, such and so forth, but at least I know what I'm getting. At least he's upfront. At least he's talking about like the things, whether we like it or not, whether you agree with certain policies or not. At least it's in front of you, and he's stabbing you. In some people's eyes, he'll stab you in the front, not in the back.
Well, that perfect example of that is Malcolm X. Malcolm X said that the Republican Party, at least they'll show you their teeth. You know what you got coming from them. You know what they are, bro. When it comes to the Democratic Party, they're that guy that's, oh man, how you doing? Oh, you got robbed, even though he was the one that robbed you. Oh, fool, let's go look. Where'd you drop it? Oh, you dropped your wallet. Let's go. And all the time, this fool's got your wallet in his pocket, bro. That's the Democratic Party, because like they say, oh, Trump's gonna deport this. Trump deport. Homie, we all know facts that Obama deported more than any other president ever. These are facts, homie. Obama was the one that made these cages that all of a sudden, oh, get the kids out of cages. Why weren't you saying that during the Obama administration? Because the media they know we're sensitive. They know what gets to our heartstrings. So they start saying, look, Trump is putting him in cages. Obama was doing that many years before that, bro. So let's, to me, keep the same energy for both parties and realize that the Democratic Party is a party that will smile in your face, homie, smiling in your face all the time. They want to take your place, carnal. The backstabbers. That's what they are, carnal. And at some point, we got to understand that, you know what? It's a business. And when I say vote red, to me in California, vote red, vote red, vote red. It's not going to change the election, but it's going to make a little bleep in the system, homie. And they're going to finally say, what's going on with the Democrats? The Latino Democrats are not voting as much as they could. And that's going to hopefully make them come to the table. And if not, keep voting red. And eventually, maybe we might have to turn the state over.
What's an interesting fact is a lot of people really kind of argue the reason why they're not voting for Trump is his immigration policy, right?
Right.
Things that he said, you know, at the time that he said it, right? Like, you know, me, myself was in my feelings, right? And I had to get out of my emotions.
Oh, really, yeah, me and you both.
Hyper focus on like what's actually happening, what the policy is, right? Because a lot of people say a lot of shit, but it's actually your actions and what you do, right? And the last time, and I guess this is the question that I want to present to the audience, right? The last time that there was any real immigration reform was a Republican president,
Ronald Reagan, homie,
by the name of Ronald Reagan, right? That's how my parents were able to build a life here, right? Yep. And that was the last time like we ever had any type of substantial like immigration reform. But you've had Clinton and you've had obviously Obama and Biden, right? Like promise immigration reform and run on that.
Obama had both the House and the Senate, bro. He could have passed immigration reform. Let me get to this comment this person said on TikTok. Says, you don't worry about being deported, hablas así. No, cabrón. Yo tengo gente que trabaja conmigo, que son mexicanos, que son de Centroamérica, que no tienen papeles. ¿Y sabes qué? Piensan lo mismo. They say the same thing. Like, bro, you can't have an open border like this. And the reason now you got Trump talking all this shit about deporting so many people is because the Biden administration opened the door to that by letting so many people come into the border, fool. So Trump's got to get his base going and say, I'm going to deport all kind of people. But at least with him, you know what you got coming. You better move to California. You better move to New York. But if you can find room in New York, because right now you got a bunch of Venezuelans living in hotels, huh, boy? Yeah. So all these problems that we're having with people trying to get deported now, it's brought by the Democrats, bro. They're the ones that are supposed to give us immigration reform. How many years? 30 years now?
30 years.
Right? We're moving on 40. We're moving on 40. It's almost 40, I think. 30 something, right? Easy. Yep. So at what point do we say, hey, man, you guys have been promising us immigration reform for over 30, 40 years, homie. And you've never in your life delivered. So at what point do we say, you guys aren't for us? You guys are for yourself. The Republicans, like I said, they'll show you the teeth. You know where they stand on immigration. They want strong borders. And me too. I want strong borders. But with those strong borders, I think that Donald Trump will be the only one to really negotiate. Like with the DACA, all the DACA kids, he said, give me money for the border, $25 billion, I think it was. $25 billion ain't shit. How much have we sent to Ukraine lately?
About that much.
Every other week.
$250 billion.
Yeah. But he wanted $25 billion, I think what it was, for the wall, which would have been a little chunk of wall. And he said, I will give you DACA kids. Everybody become immigrants, become green card holders. The fucking stupid ass Democrats, oh no, we can't, because they don't want to solve the problem, fool. Donald Trump will negotiate with Tress. They don't want to negotiate. They want the problems to keep going. So why? So they stay in power, homie. And that's why I'm voting that way, homeboy.
No, yeah, and that's facts, bro. And like, that's always such a difficult kind of topic, you know, to touch on. Especially, I'm sure, I mean, my parent, you know, immigrated here and stuff like that. Grandparents, you know, lineages. But it comes down to the simple fact that, you know, you want to protect where you live, you know. And I feel like when it comes to like talking about the immigration, it's not always just about raza, bro. Like, there's just people that take advantage of the fact that, you know, Mexico is right on the border with the United States. They take advantage of coming through there, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So it just comes down to all immigration. And, like, I feel like people, especially our raza, they just get, like, too butthurt too easy and automatically think, like,
right.
Oh,
And they're not educated. I got another guy in TikTok. Great question, by the way. A great comments, TikTok. He said, didn't they do the DACA thing? Meaning, I believe he's saying the Democrats.
Obama, right?
What you have to understand is Obama promised some kind of reform, right? And he couldn't do it because he didn't really want to take that political loss. Because every time a politician does something like that, he takes a little bit of a loss. Now, he's got to use more. It's like a energy boost in a video game. The more kind of policy you push, your energy goes down. So what he did, he signed an executive order. An executive order doesn't mean anything, and Donald Trump proved that. He signed an executive order making DACA, kids who were brought here as little kids from their parents can now stay here. But that wasn't a law. That was just a signature of a president. So then when Trump came in there, that's when he said, hey, I could sign this off. He left it. But that is not a law. So right now, those DACA people, which are not children anymore, they're grown folks, they have to go every year and sign up and be like, so they're going to school, they're taking care of business, some of them, but from year to year, they don't know if they're going to get deported. And that's unacceptable. So the DACA thing is not a law. Donald Trump, however, brought this up, and I'm sure he'll pass it. Tell me how good this is. He said, what if everybody who graduates from college that's a DACA kid, I'm going to give you a green card, bro. Now, that's the way of doing it.
I was going to just bring that up. That was something that I had read recently about just him kind of trying to introduce that kind of policy. And I'm like, look, like it's not just giving it away, right? Because, you know, you have to appease to both sides, right?
Yes.
The only thing bipartisan that I've seen in the last like 8 years has been the firing of the director of the Secret Service.
Oh,
right?
God. No,
like,
she quit.
Yeah, because on both sides, right? Yeah. She resigned because on both sides you had bipartisan support where, you know, you had Republicans and Democrats calling for her head and her resignation over and over and over again, right? So like something like that, like where he has to appease his own party and appease obviously the, you know, the Liberal Party and the Democrats, right? Like that's that kind of policy where like you're not going to be just granted citizenship just if you go to school. You actually have to finish, you know, you actually have to finish school, and you have to actually be able to provide like some kind of value to the country.
You have to be an asset to the country, and that's a smart way of thinking. You know, to me, the problem that we can't get immigration reform passed because the Republicans, they want a strong border, bro. So in other words, before we even start talking about immigrating the 11 million people that are here, maybe 12 million now that are illegal, they want that strong border. And to me, yeah, they got every right. But I also believe that the people that are here illegally that have been taking care of business, I know many of them, bro, yeah, they should have a pathway to citizenship.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, that's a fight that the Democrats are supposed to have for us. And they don't want to have it, homie. They're not going to have it until we get up in arms and say, hey, homie, what about us? The Democratic Party will bend over backwards for LGBTQ. They will bend over backwards for the brothers, homie. And they don't even have that many numbers, but they have influence. And they use their small numbers to influence people. We, on the other hand, will back up their play. We'll back up the LGBTQ, a lot of our youth. We'll back up like the BLM. But when it comes to us, nah, bro, there's no action. And the politicians see that. So the politicians are like, look at those stupid wetbacks, homie. They're stupid. And behind the scenes, look at those fucking idiots. They're fucking field workers. Fuck them. They're uneducated. They're stupid. They want you to be uneducated. They want you to be stupid. Because why? Because you're going to keep pulling the lever for the Democrats. And that's all they know. Latinos will vote for us all day long, homie. But eventually, we need to, and I'm telling people, we need to steer away from that just to fucking get their attention.
I think a lot of people are starting to, though. I see it a lot now.
I think people are finally starting to get educated. But now let's get back to the assassination attempt.
Assassination attempt. Ooh. Damn.
She finally resigned. Yeah. And she had to resign, bro. She should have resigned the next day. I don't know if you guys saw some of the hearings. What's her name? Kate something.
Marjorie?
Is it Marjorie?
Yeah.
Marjorie Kaylee or some weird little name she has. Well, Marjorie's a dumbass, bro. Marjorie went and had she had an interview, I think it was with CBS, right? Right after the assassination, I think 2 days after. And she says, well, the roof was kind of too sloped, so in other words, they were trying to find any damn lie, fool. That roof had minimal slope at best. And the one that the guys, the actual shooters were on, the sharpshooters, right? Their shit was really slow, bro. In other words, it was one mentira after another mentira after another mentira. 9 days and you have no answers for us? Like, to me, like I was saying before, homeboy was calling, one of the jobs that I work at, Kamala Harris lives there. And before Kamala Harris comes over, a week before, they start posting all signs, no parking, both sides. And then about 2 or 3 days before she gets there, the K-rail, those big old concrete rails you see on construction sites, they put K-rail on this side of the block, they put K-rails on that side of the block. They put a sheriff, they put a LAPD, highway patrol, and then they put Secret Service there. Now maybe 5 or 6 over here, a couple over here. And then inside her house, before she gets there, she has at least 15 or 20 Secret Service, black cars, all strapped, Marine guys, just fully loaded, homeboy. And then when you're trying to go to her house, you got to stop. They have this little tent. They go in there. They pop your hood, tell you to turn off your car, have the dog walk around it. Some guys get searched real good. They're to the T, bro. There is no playing. When she's driving, about 50 CHP pull up. That way the roads are open. All day, they have dogs and guys walking. In other words, I see the amount of precaution they take. Before they go, they have these boxes, and I seen them, and I heard them talking. I'm literally right there, right in where she's at. I'm like 4 houses down. They go to the CHP, and they're like, "Are you front, back, or middle?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm front." All right. They give them all a radio. They all have a radio, so they're on the same frequency that nobody else is on. At the place where they were at with Trump, they were all on different radios. The Secret Service were not on the same radio as the police department. What is this? Like, what is this? This is not fucking Mickey Mouse. This is a former president, the front runner to be the next president of the United States. You have a place that's flat. That's right. Nobody's watching this. You got regular citizens saying, "Hey, there's a guy with a rifle or with a gun over there." It's so just. It baffles me how they can sit there and believe that we believe that nothing happened, that, oh, it was just a mistake. No, what it was is somewhere along the chain of command, I would say the powers that be, the guys who run the puppet, the global system, told them, stand down. And like, what? Like, stand the fuck. It was almost like one of those fucking spy movies. Stand the fuck down. And, what do you mean I'm going to stand? You're going to stand down. If not, you're going to, pretty much, you're going to get killed. Or you're going to take a shot to the head. And they stood down, fool. And they didn't shoot the guy until he took the shots, hoping that they would kill Donald Trump. To me, that's exactly what happened. They're never going to convince me that in 2024, and they had drones flying around, that they didn't see that guy on the roof, bro. There's no way.
Yeah. I think the same exact thing. It's just, like you mentioned, the security is too top-notch, bro, for someone to slip through the fucking cracks like that. But it's weird to me that they obviously didn't get the job done and shit, but there's no other answer to that, bro. Really, there isn't. Like, how the fuck else could he get that shot off, bro? And he wasn't even that far, bro.
No. And a lot of people, I think, will say, like, oh, our government would never do something like that. But the one thing that continuously we continue to see, right, is our government or the powers that be, not necessarily the government, right? Because we can probably all agree a lot of these individuals are puppets, right? And the people or the cabal that is really running the world, really running, the United States, is these individuals really make these kind of power moves. And I'm one of my favorite presidents of all time is JFK. So sitting there, and I'm a big history nerd, right? So like his assassination has been dissected like multiple times.
Oh yeah.
And the one thing that I sit there and people are like, well, you know, there was a lone shooter and obviously it was Oswald and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, how in the world do you go into court and argue a magic bullet theory?
Yeah, bro, the magic bullet.
And get away with it? And everybody's like, oh, yeah, it could absolutely be a magic bullet. Be like, are you serious? Are you stupid? Do you think we're dumb? I'm like, y'all killed this man.
Yeah.
And if we believe that it can't happen again, we're just lying to ourselves.
And that's why they haven't released the Kennedy files, bro. And by law, they were supposed to be released. But I think for sure now, if Trumpito gets into office, he's going to release him. He's going to show, yeah, the CIA fucking killed him. For sure. And that's going to not trust the government. But we shouldn't trust the government. The government has never been our friends, bro. That was from the founding fathers, homie. Do not trust the government, because the government will eventually get too much power and want to tell you what to do. And what I see going on in America is what's going on in many countries. Is we're turning into modern day slaves. We're not getting a fair wage. We're renting everything, and we're all starting to live paycheck to paycheck, homie, except the people that are making the big money at the top. And until we start voting different ways, I think that'll make a difference. And the reason I think they don't want Trumpito in there, because Trumpito's anti-globalist. He doesn't want to be a globalist. Most of these other guys, they do. They want it to be a global type of democracy country, and it doesn't work that way. Every country, just like every people, have their own heritage, have their own culture. And us as Americans, we have our own culture, brother. We don't need to sit there and adopt everybody else's culture. We even have it within our own cities and countries, bro. But I think the main reason they want to get rid of Trump is because he's not a globalist.
JFK was against the whole globalist shit too.
Yep.
You know, so I mean, they put the fucking puzzle together.
They
smoked him and they tried to smoke Trump, but they didn't do it. They failed, you know. But I mean, it's similarities. JFK was so against so much shit that, you know, it was like central banking and all that shit. He was against all that shit, all the globalist shit.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and Trump, he's not with that. You know, he's trying to what does he say? Clean the swamp.
Yeah, homie.
Drain the swamp.
He's trying to drain the swamp. He's trying to
fight.
do all that shit.
He said drain the swamp.
So they're trying to get rid of him, bro.
Like you said, DBT, like, you know, JFK was trying to get rid of, you know, the Fed. JFK was trying to get rid of the FBI. JFK was going to try to get rid of the NSA. Obviously, JFK was trying to get rid of a lot of these organizations that spy on the American people and prey on the American people, right? Yeah. And obviously, he was assassinated for it. So, you know, somebody like Trump, look, like in the media, like, your character's always going to be assassinated if you go against the majority, right?
Yeah.
So getting out of my feelings, because I'm somebody who didn't vote for Trump, right? I'm somebody who I was anti-Trump for a very long time until
you were fuck Trump.
1,000%. I was fuck Trump, anti-Trump, right? Until I started kind of removing my feelings and my emotions from the equation.
Damn, fool.
And
they just kicked me out of TikTok, homeboy.
Damn,
look. Trip out on that, fool.
Live access
removed to July 31st. Damn, homeboy.
The CIA about to walk in this bitch right now, fool.
I told you it was China.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, there you go, homie.
Nah, if it was China would have left that shit alone. Though.
Hey, as soon as you start talking about globalists, about this,
that's weird.
That's crazy, right?
That's weird.
There you go, people. Live access has been removed, homie. It says live access has been removed. AC Studio, you're out of here till July 31st. So I'm in the hole for a little bit, right? When's July 31st? Like a day or two or something?
That's crazy.
A couple days from now, next week.
That's crazy,
6
right?
days. 7 days.
That means we might be able to take
Next
some phone calls
Wednesday.
here pretty soon.
Damn.
That's a week away.
A week away.
Hey, and I never go live on TikTok. I told
Damn.
you. But that's what happens, bro.
That's what happens.
When you start talking certain politics, but we weren't saying anything that wasn't.
Nothing that's
that
not
wasn't
true.
False.
Nothing.
I mean, that wasn't true. Yeah.
There you go, fool.
Roger.
All right, let's see. Hotline.
Hotline, yepa, que hule, Mr. Dio.
What's up, Kamala? They just banned me from TikTok, fool.
Hey, cause I got you those 1,000 likes, homie.
Yeah, fool. They just banned me from TikTok right now for a week. Homeboy, nothing major.
Hey, carnal, you know ain't nothing but a thing. You know the elite's trying to shut us down, carnal.
Yeah,
They hating on the Brown because we get down like James Brown.
Yeah, sabes, way. What's good, though, fool?
Hey, man, carnal. What can I say, man? They got an illegal immigrant trying to run for president. So what do you think? Let me know. Give me the 411.
Who's illegal? Kamala?
Kamala?
Pues a huevo, güey.
No
What do you mean?
Wey, no mames.
Homie,
Where was she
homie,
born?
She's Jamaican and she's a freaking what is it, Habib?
Indian.
You can't do that, homie. You can't. Yeah.
No, but her parents had to be citizens. Fool. If her parents were citizens, she's a citizen.
Yeah. But at the same token, you can't. There's no way, bro. There's no way that she's gonna try to pull all the Democrats at the same time. But I'm gonna tell you like this. Man, there's a bunch of people that are not gonna vote for that ruca, dog.
I heard all the people from Texas are voting for her, fool.
Orale. Well, if she drops it like it's hot, like she used to be with Montel, like she used to do with Montel Williams.
No, she used to be with the mayor of Oakland, fool.
Damn.
And
yeah, with him too. She's been passed around. You know where she comes from?
Well, from where?
She comes from Howard University. That's where all the weirdos are at.
Oh yeah.
That's where Puff Daddy. That's where all the ones that are from all the entertainment, all of them, the actors. What is it too? I think Jada Pinkett Smith. Yeah, they're all from Howard. If you do your research, man, she was a Bob, homie. She was down with the Boulay. I'm telling you, carnal. I'm telling you. Hey, you never know. You might have seen her in Figueroa, homie.
Oh, come on, homeboy.
Hey, yeah, sorry, you never know. But at the same token, man, you know what? I think that they're gonna try to take the Democratic vote and they're gonna try to steal it because I already know they're gonna get the popular vote and
for sure.
The collegiate. They're gonna get the collegiate, but at the same token, man, us as raza, homie, we need to just network. We're right now caught up in the social media, but at the same time, you know what they're doing in Califas, right?
What's that?
They're trying to debate the Sharia law.
Oh yeah, that's insane though, bro. Come on, that's insanity, bro.
But I know, but check this out. What do you think is going on with other protests? What do you think is going on right now with all the protests with the Palestine and Iran?
Right.
They're exactly. But at the same time, they're going to try to stir up the narrative to keep on politicking. Look at it. Remember all the illegals that I told you that were coming in? They were Habibs.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of them in Texas. Habibs. Hey, there's everything coming in.
No, but what I'm saying is that. It's like saying like if I let my primos in, look, I'm gonna give you look up Delia's Tamales right now. There's a big company in over here in Texas. What they're doing, they're getting investigated by the FBI. You know why?
No way.
Because they're hiring illegals and they're mistreating their regular employees, and at the same time they're saying that they were fixing the people's social securities and their papeles, homie.
Oh, I'm sure they were. That happens all the time.
So just imagine, it's a big money play to get what? To get people to stir the narrative, and then at the same time to get people to vote Democrat. They're trying their best to corrupt.
Chale, homie, trompito, carnal.
Hey, that's what we gotta do, carnal. But hey, salute, man. Keep on pushing. Hey, man, get the raza together, man, because we need that vote for Trompito.
You know what it is.
Hey, he got a couple of skeletons in the closet, but you know what? Hey, at least he better save us.
Nothing major.
Yeah, because we don't need no old man smelling no chavalona's hair.
No, he's gone. He's gone.
Yeah, and then having a son, smoking crack and then showing it on public.
Yes, sir. All right, Kimo, appreciate the call, fool.
Hey, salute, Doughboy Tony. Salute. What's the word? Arrato.
Later, homie.
Tapping in.
Yeah, you know who she used to date? Was Willie? Was it Willie Brown? Let me see. She used to date.
Fuck, apparently she dated everybody.
No, she.
Montel Jordan.
Yeah,
this is how we do it, Montel Jordan.
Oh yeah. Oh, she was. Yeah, no.
For real?
Montel was a swinger back then, homeboy. Nothing major.
Damn.
Yeah, no, she was a freakazoid, bro. I mean, that's how they say she got. You know who be crumbing on her? Judge Joe Brown.
Oh shit.
Oh, you just look up Judge Joe Brown on YouTube talking about Kamala Harris. That hoe and whoa, oh, Judge Joe Brown be going in on her, bro, like major. He's a. But
no wonder she's all concerned and invested in people's sexuality.
Miguel Moore 199 super chat. Appreciate that, my man. Dile a Rogelio que te levante el castigo. Oh yeah. Roger said he wasn't gonna call in no more. I lost his support. Roger.
We lost Roger.
I'm sorry, Roger. I'm so sorry, Roger. Oh, because Roger was being like that guy calling 3 different times, and I was having issues with the phone line. I'm full. I can't. trying to connect the phone line, and he kept bugging. I said, Roger, I gotta hang up on you. I hung up on him, and ever since then he got feelings, nothing more than feeling. I think what it is, though, I think Roger has joined the LGBTQ club.
Oh man,
I think Roger.
Say it ain't so, Roger.
Yeah, Roger identifies as a trans woman.
Damn. Bro.
So ever since then, Roger has been very upset at me, homie. Roger, come back to us. Roger, come back to us. We got OG Kelly. Is it grow? $4.99 super chat. Good job, fellas, man. Appreciate that, homeboy.
That's right.
Yes.
Wild. Chat is wild.
We're living in interesting times, bro. The political world in 3 weeks is crazy, bro.
Bro, I wanted to bring up what Kimo was saying just about Khalifas and kind of just, obviously within the same, with the same kind of topics, right? Talking about somebody else that's from California, our governor of California, gruesome Newsom. I don't know how many people out there really kind of know this, right? Or like there's been emails kind of circulating that were released about his team and himself really trying to kick like a lot of problems down the road until oh shit, damn.
He said, oh shit.
Trying to kick a lot of problems down the road, right? One of them being the reforming Prop 47.
Right.
And for people who may not be informed, Prop 47 is the prop that we voted back in 2014 to decriminalize certain misdemeanors, right? To decriminalize certain drug use and drug sales and whatnot. And that is the major prop that, now seeing for what it is right now, having, homelessness and drug use and, individuals, it got rid of drug court. That's exactly what it did.
Yeah, it did.
Because before, when individuals who needed help and who are addicted to different substances had two options. It was either you went to jail or you went to a diversion program that was mandatory for you to go off and get off of whatever you were on. And now, since the inception of Prop 47, right, individuals now have the option of it's either you go to the drug diversion program or you are released. So individuals don't want to go through this program, right? Because they don't want the help, or they're not in their right mind to accept that help, right? So obviously now I have the option to walk free. I think one of the statistics that I was reading was that the attendance of like drug court has dropped by 70%. So you're talking about 70% of people now that would have gone to drug court no longer want to go and are being released. And you're seeing a lot of these individuals on the streets. You're seeing a lot of individuals develop, mental issues. But the reason why I'm bringing this up about Newsom was him and his team are trying to remove our ability to vote and amend Prop 47 in November, because he is afraid that obviously this is going to look catastrophic under his regime, right? And he wants to wait till 2026 because in 2026 he's no longer governor, right? And he's really looking forward to running for president in 2028.
Of course.
So he's trying to push this can down the road and this problem down the road. And him and his team are they're not even hiding it, bro. He's super blatant about, hey, we don't want to fix this issue. Right. Yeah, we understand that this statue in Prop 47 is a big issue, but we don't want to fix it. We want to take it off the ballot, and we don't believe you should vote for it.
That is the liberal way, bro. They know it's a problem. They know it's screwing up the communities. But the reason he doesn't want to take it away is because by the time he gets out of office in 26, he wants to make sure that his stats look good and he can show to the world, look, I lowered the population of criminals by 25, by 30%, whatever the number is going to be. But he's not letting you know that they're all in the streets. They're all living in tents next to our cities. That's where they're at. So he's just trying to make his stats look good that he lowered the population in California.
Because he closed about 5 prisons so far. And a lot of that overflow from the prisons that are being closed are being sent back to the county jails, right? Hence why you had, like, the last 2-3 years, a lot of violent offenders being released early. Yeah. Because you're trying to fit these guys into these cells like sardines, bro.
But they also reclassified under that prop, I believe, many violent crimes as not violent crimes. There's some sexual assault stuff that's not violent crime. Like, what the hell's wrong with you guys? It's insane, bro. But again, these are the This is what it is, homie. To anybody who's listening right now, to all you guys in the chat, it's like these are the hippies of 2024, homie. These are the hippies, and I get it. It's beautiful, make love, not war. It's like, you know, you can only do what was that big concert they did in the 60s, and they did it again.
Woodstock.
What?
Woodstock,
right? So it's like Woodstock in 2024, but they want to live in Woodstock. Woodstock, you still got to pay bills. You got the electricity. You got people crime. You can't live in a Woodstock mentality, bro. You got to get out of there and understand there needs to be rules and regulations. Right now, the wokesters, the liberal guys will tell you, no, there doesn't need to be all that. But they live in private communities. They live with Secret Service. They live with cops next to them all the time. So if I had that, then of course I'd be like, screw it. Let them out of jail because I got my backup. But regular people like you and I, no, we don't have that, bro. You know, but that's what I see. Put them on red real quick, because you never know. Hotline. What's happening? Who's this?
Hey, what's up, man? It's Jason from Long Beach.
Jason from Long Beach. Turn him up a little bit over there, Chris. What's going on, brother? What you got to say?
Oh, I was just, so you voting Trompito all day, huh?
All day, homeboy. That's my tío right there, carnal.
That's right. Me too, bro. I just wanted to ask, what do you think about the whole Project 2025? Have you read through all that?
I've gone through some of it. Obviously, I haven't gone through the whole thing, but I've seen it time and time again where Trump even flat out said, I got nothing to do with this. They have this little agenda, you know, and he's posted it. I got nothing to do with it. So at one point, if he's sitting there saying, "Yeah, I'm kind of co-signing this," he's telling you straight up, "This has nothing to do with me. This is what their agenda is, and that's their agenda." But of course, the liberals are gonna say, "No, he's gonna do this. He's gonna be a dictator. It's the end of the world. This is the presidential race that's gonna dictate what the world's gonna." Listen, homie, whether Trump is in or not, the world will keep going. It may not go as well, but as far as being a dictator, nah. There is too many things in place to stop a dictatorship in America, and that's just a way to scare you. Everything is to scare you. They either say that, and if it comes to anything that we don't like, the LGBT community, or you're a homophobe, if you don't like this, or you're a racist, it's always a scare tactic to try to make you vote their way. But at the same time, they're doing nothing for us, homie. When are we gonna realize this?
Because I'm not too big into politics, honestly. I'm not that knowledgeable, but it's like I don't know what to believe. Is it like the Democrats just putting out fake, like pretty much putting out fake paperwork on the Project 2025, or is it real? You know.
Let me give you an example. Okay. You saw the debate, or you saw clips of the debate with President Biden. Yes.
Yeah.
These are the same people that after you saw a debate were trying to convince you that there's nothing wrong with this man, that he's perfectly healthy and he's ready to run the country. These are the same people that even before that were telling you, oh, he's sharp behind the scenes, he's this and that. They will lie to your face and tell you, do not believe your own eyes, brother. So that'll tell you everything you got to hear, how they lie, bro. Come on. We saw this guy falling apart in front of our eyes, but they're telling you, oh, no, he just had a bad night. No, he's just an older guy, but esas son las mentiras. So I'm tired of the lies. How many decades are we going to go voting Democrat decade after decade after decade after decade, and all we got to show for it is, more people in jail, people in the hood. We're not educating our people. We're not holding our people responsible. And until you hold people responsible, they're not going to learn. It's like raising kids and you don't give them any guidelines. You have them run amok. Guess what? Those kids are not going to be raised properly, brother. Yeah. And if these were parents,
and
go ahead.
I was going to say I just started, paying attention to politics this year. But it's easy for me to see the bullshit or the lies from the Democrat side, and that's just me that I just got into it like this year. I can imagine someone like you that's been into it for a while,
And that's all I'm trying to expose the game, homie. I don't give a crap about the Republicans. You don't think I'm like, oh no, but at some point we gotta switch companies, fool. This companies has been doing our mechanic work for so many years, but they put us on the back burner. They don't fix our trucks. We keep going that way. It's about time. You know what, man? I'm about to some of my contract to somebody else. And guess what? That's when, oh, no, we're going to take care of you.
Mm-hmm.
That's how business works. You have to sit there and say, you know what? I'm going to give a couple contracts to these guys because you guys really ain't taking care of us anymore. You guys have gotten too comfortable with us as clients, and now you do not take care of us. You put us on the back burner when we're one of the biggest clients in America.
Facts.
Yeah. Well, that's all I wanted to say, bro. I appreciate these types of podcasts.
I appreciate you calling in, my man. I appreciate you finally getting, a little bit into politics. You don't have to be full, but at least, starting to be aware with the eyebrows raising up and saying, man, there's something going on over here. It's a great thing because the more of us that start realizing it, the better we can make our communities, Carnal.
Yeah, and especially because I just had a kid, so.
Oh, congratulations. Congrats, my man.
Yeah, thanks a lot, bro.
I really
you guys have a good night.
You too. Late.
All right.
You think there's gonna be? I mean, obviously, I feel like there's gonna be a good amount of women that vote for Kamala just for the simple fact, woman empowerment and all that.
Of course.
But do you think is gonna be like a very big amount, or do you think it's gonna be small? The only reason I ask is because if these women are really doing their homework, bro, like at the end of the day, yeah, you're gonna vote for her because of women empowerment, but Kamala is on the side of like letting grown men in women's restrooms, letting grown men play women's sports, letting grown men dorm with other women. Do you think that's going to play some kind of effect?
Hotline.
What's up? This is Hector from San Ho.
Hector from San Ho. What's good, homeboy?
What up? Hey, you're voting for Trump?
Come on, homeboy. What's the problem with my dog?
Fool, that fool is trying to get rid of all Mexicans and shit, fool.
I'm from Honduras, fool. I ain't tripping. Well, that's what they say, right? Allegedly, so.
Nah, he didn't. He said he wanted to earn the birthright or whatever the fuck.
Nah, listen, I mean, that's constitution shit. That is not going anywhere. Now, you would need like a super majority in the Senate and Congress. Never happening, homie. Don't believe everything you hear.
On Telemundo.
What about that fool fucking the Vance guy or whatever the fuck his name is?
Oh, the vice president? I'm not too hot on the vice president, but to be completely honest with you, bro, vice presidents they're just vice presidents, bro. They mean nothing. As you can see with Kamala Harris, most vice presidents don't even turn into presidents. If you look at the history, most vice presidents are there just to get certain votes. Like Kamala Harris was brought in to get the female vote and the African American vote during Biden administration. They got J.D. Vance, I believe his name. They got him in there to get like the votes from Pennsylvania, Ohio. He's a younger guy, so Trump just got him to get those votes. In other words, just to get into office, bro. Let me ask you this.
What's up?
What have the Democrats done for you lately in California?
Not really nothing.
There you go, player. So, listen, most Republicans, let me tell you something real quick. Most Republicans in California are Democrats in other states. If that makes sense to you.
Yeah.
So, to me, it's this, especially in California, man. I'm saying I'm tired of all the homeless. I'm tired of all the crime. I'm tired of all the gender policy that there's 20 million genders. If you want to do it at your house, go ahead, man. But me as a man, I don't have to respect that. I'm tired of politicians telling me that that your kids that you shouldn't have communication with your kids, or the teacher shouldn't tell you if your kid wants to be a different gender in schools. A government shouldn't be telling you what you're doing with your kids. I mean, so that's why I'm sick and tired of the Democratic Party, and it's about time we stand up and say, hey, bro, we're done with you vatos until they come back, and they come back respectfully. Then we're with them. But right now, it's time for the clique to separate, Holmes. We gotta make our own hood, and that means not voting for Democrats right now.
Yeah, it's true. I want to fucking vote for Jill Stein. Fuck Netanyahu and free Palestine.
There you go, homeboy.
He's on a theme from the river to the sea.
Yes, that way. I love. They're gonna call you anti-Semitic. All right, fool. Later, homie. That was a good phone call. Man. That was a good phone call.
But I wanted to piggyback off of something you were saying, right? When you were talking about like people who live in privilege or live in some of these communities, right? It's the old academic conversation between theory and application, right? in theory, it sounds great.
Yes.
In theory,
Yes.
like, you know, a lot of these things sound great, but the actual application, right? You go to work, right? And, you know, once you get out of college, it's like you still need experience.
Yeah.
Like the craziest thing is
Hotline.
you went to school for 4, 6, 8 years, but you still need experience because that theory is not going to translate to the application
Right.
because that's in a perfect world. That is in a controlled environment, and the world is in a controlled environment.
Caller, what you got, homeboy?
Thanks.
Hotline. 950. Espresso, let's see. He hung up. He thought. There we go. 818. Hotline. Oh, this was driving. What's up, homeboy?
How you doing, man? Look, I think I don't know how you were able to sit on that show and deal with those guys, man, because I couldn't believe some of the stuff they were saying.
Hey,
Like-
but that's what liberals do, bro. That's what liberals do.
No, I totally understand, but I mean, it was hard to watch them so believe what they were saying. Like the guy who brought up Trump being a racist or his felony.
Yeah.
I'm like, really, bro? Where's your actual facts of saying something that's actually like truth? You know, so I was shocked you were able to put up with that. You know, like sit there and it sucks because these are the kind of people who are spreading more rumors. You know, like and people believe it.
But that's what it is. The majority of raza is uneducated in actual policies of politics. They just go off emotion, bro. They just go off, oh, this guy's a racist. Oh, this guy said that. In politics, you say all kind of shit. And like I was trying to teach them, I said, look at all the people that Trump was banging against. He was Nikki Haley, DeSantis. They were calling each other all kind of names during the debates. And now that he's in office, they all got in line and they're pushing forward together. With us, we don't do that, bro. With me, I could get into beefs with somebody, and let's say I get into a position and start pushing forward. No, they're gonna be fighting with me. They're gonna be fighting with me. They're gonna be fighting with me.
That's what it looked like.
Oh yeah, but it was a good conversation. It was a good eye opener. I even think for them to see what it was, because I remember Prime hit me up, he texted me that night. He's like, "Hey man, thanks for the conversation, brother. I would vote for you." And Prime's super left, homie, and that's what I'm saying.
He is, right? Yeah.
He's super left. But the thing is this. I'm not super right, but I am very conservative on many things. But to me, it just the big difference between the liberals and the conservative is accountability, bro.
The liberals are losers.
Yeah, well, no, see, I get what you're saying. I'm not gonna say liberals are losers. I'm gonna say liberals.
No, I don't mean that in a bad way, but they lose at everything.
Oh well, no, they don't. Not when they become men and go to women's sports, then they start winning, homie.
That's funny. Oh man.
Hey, I appreciate the call. You got anything else?
All right, nah, I'm good, man. You know who it is. Capone from Ramford Street. I'll see you later, bro.
Ooh, child, homie. Hey, get that shot over there, Chris, later, homie. Oh, that's right, homie. Those were my amigos back in the days. Homie didn't like them, but now it's all love, homie. I don't trip with this. 940 hotline.
What's up, Gil?
What's up, homie? Who's this?
It's Pierre from Texas, man.
Pierre from Texas, homie. What you got for us, man? The panel's in the building.
Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, man, I was watching on that Trump thing. Do you think there was more than one shooter?
You know what?
I don't know if you watched the PBD podcast,
I
man,
did
but
watch
they
it.
broke it down crazy.
I did watch it. I kind of don't think it was. I think it was one shooter because the guy, the way the guy was making it seem was like, look, you hear these, pop. And to me, it was this. To me, is he tried to take two or three shots like regular, and by that time he saw everybody kind of jumping on, like the jig was up, he wasn't dead, so I think he just like try to take three or four more shots real quick, or 5, to get it out of the system, because I think at first he thought, damn, I almost got him, and then once he knew he was done, he was about to get shot, I'm like, I'm gonna try to pull the trigger as many times as I can, and 8, and that's when he took one to the head. That's what I'm thinking. But do I believe that it was an inside job? Absolutely. There's.
Oh yeah, I think about 90% of people think that, man. It was all messed up, man.
It was all messed up, bro. There's no way you're gonna let that guy literally across the way, and he's got a wide open shot, bro. And then one of the politicians, he's an ex sniper that went out there this week, right? And he's like, wait a minute, man, we'd be right up there on that water tower. That's the first spot I'm putting a sniper. It's true. With that water, you're watching everything, bro. How are you not gonna have a spotter up in that? Like, who came over here? I think we're gonna put somebody right here. No, like, who? What idiot went over there, bro? But then again, you had that lady running the Secret Service, and I really think that it was give Trump minimal security, bro. Look at the women in black they had with him. Jesus, that was embarrassing, bro. They look like they should be working. They should be working at Mickey D's flipping burgers, bro. Not with the gun protecting the president, homeboy. I'm sorry. That's when that DEI stuff comes to place. Diversity, equity. Yeah. That's BS. You're supposed to have some big ass guys protecting the president, bro. The former president.
Hey, and you hear that DEI now is racist when they tell that to Kamala? Kind of fails that, huh?
Yeah, that's how it is, homeboy. They love to play the game, homeboy. But I think America is finally opening up their eyes and seeing the BS of the left, homie. And hopefully, listen, the right has BS right now too. But we need to get away from these woke policies that's destroying America right now.
Yep.
Hey, my man, I appreciate the phone call.
Next thing I know, man, we're for Trump, man.
That's right, homie.
Good looking out, Gil.
Appreciate you, player.
Thank you.
All right,
man. You take care, Gil.
You too,
Later,
man.
I think I only saw one thing that made me think there might have been more than one shooter, and there was a video I saw of the trajectory of the two first shots,
right?
And they were exactly the same, which is kind of difficult when you're firing away. If you've ever shot a gun, you know the recoil, like when you kicks back, the aim is not going to always be exactly the same.
Yeah, but I think it's a little bit different when you're on and this is just me thinking, when you're on the ground and you have the rifle on the ground, whereas you're standing and you get. So I would think, I don't know, I've never really sat and hit one with a scope like that.
Yeah.
Hotline.
Hey, AC, what's going on, man?
What's going on? Homeboy, talk to us.
Okay, that last caller, man, I don't know what's going on with that dude. The one that was talking about liberals.
Yes.
Liberals have done a lot for this country, and he needs to do his research.
Okay.
They're not doing well right now. I'll give them that. But just to say fuck all liberals is like saying fuck JFK.
Oh no, yeah. But let's keep it real. If JFK was around today, JFK will be seen as a conservative, bro. All day long. JFK would not be liberal today.
I agree with that halfway through, but what you say about that. But let me ask you a question about Trump, because I'm curious on this question.
Yeah, shoot.
You believe that guy, everything he says?
No, of course not. No, I work with developers, bro. They're dirtbags.
Okay, but what I'm talking about is because I feel like MAGA are the biggest hypocrites out there, bro, because everybody was like Epstein this, Epstein that, and then as soon as the list came out and all this information, nobody's calling out Trump for his role in Epstein.
Yeah, but if you look at the list, to me is pull the whole list. To me,
there's no list. They're actually partying together.
But when you got to look at the history of it. Trump, I don't think was going to the island. I think by the time that fool caught his charges, that's when that fool disappeared from him. But Obama was with the guy. The Clintons were with this guy. What's the name that just did an interview? Said he was Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey did an interview. Yeah. He said he's on a private jet with Epstein, with Bill Clinton, and a bunch of young girls. And he's like, oh, but I never met Epstein. Everybody's like, wait a minute, you're on a private jet and you didn't meet the owner of the place, and that's Bill Clinton, bro. And we know Bill Clinton was doing this crap for the longest time. So it's to me, it's this: if there's proof, take him, send him to jail. I would not lose any sleep over. If there was actual proof that Donald Trump was over there sleeping with underage girls, send him to jail, bro. Yeah. Just like anybody else. But
but he
go ahead.
He admitted it. Trump was on. He said it. He said. There was a quote that he said about Epstein. He said he liked them young.
He said Epstein liked them young.
Yeah. So Trump was around him. He was okay with it.
Well, wait a minute.
That was your homeboy.
Kamala Harris was with Willie. What's the name? When he was 60 years old and she was 20. I could say Willie likes him young.
I'm with you.
All right.
I'm with you on that.
All right.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm with you. But what I'm saying is, if that was your homeboy, then you would be like, fuck you, bro. You ain't.
But that's the thing. Like I said, with my homie, I wouldn't want to see him go to jail. I'd be like, that's fucked up. If Trump goes to jail, I ain't tripping. Fool, he's not my homie.
I ain't talking about that.
So what are you talking about?
I'm not talking about that. I'm saying if your homeboy was messing around with youngsters, dude, and you're gonna distance yourself from him, right?
Yeah, but there's a difference between youngsters and young girls that are 18 and over. Yeah, like Kamala Harris. She was 20 years old. She was Willie Brown. Willie Brown was 60 years old. Somebody could say, hey, Willie likes him young. That means he likes 20 years old. But if you can prove it, then charge the guy. But to me, it's rumor after rumor, homie. No, you're talking about rumors. Okay, what proof do you have that Trump was with? What's not a rumor?
It's not a rumor. It's not a rumor. It's all fact.
What's that?
Their wives were best friends. Epstein's wife and Trump's wife.
Epstein didn't have a wife, homie.
You know what I'm talking about? What's her name?
Yeah, but that wasn't his wife.
Ghislaine Maxwell.
Maxwell, the one that Trump wished very well, and he said that.
So then let me ask you this. Okay, I got another example for you. So then that means anybody that P. Diddy ever partied with should be banned from the list too. Then that means LeBron James. That means every rapper. No, everybody knew. Everybody knew P. Diddy was having these parties with young girls, bro. Yeah, everybody.
No, you're not listening. I'm on your side, bro, when it comes to Clinton and all that.
No, what I'm getting at is you can't just pick and choose who you want to cancel. Cancel them all.
That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you.
You're not telling me nothing, fool.
Your passion for Clinton and all that, you should have the same thing for Trump, dude, because he was they were close, bro. They would hang out and party. There's a video of them dancing together. Come on, bro. Like you gotta call it. And then he checks out his own daughter. Come on. He said it live. If she wasn't my daughter, I would date her.
Yeah.
I would date my own daughter. That's weird.
I am not trying to date Trump. I'm not trying to be his best friend. I'm not trying to bring him.
That's what you guys talk about.
No. We're saying we're gonna vote Trumpito, and you're the one that always says I'm not voting blue or red, but you are. You're voting Democrat all day long, bro. And it seems to me that.
Hey, bro, I'll tell you right now, I'm a Democrat, but I can't.
Okay, how about this? How about this? I got one for you. So you supported President Biden?
No.
You support Kamala Harris?
No.
No, then we got nothing to talk about. Then we're good. Then we're good. Because
that's what I'm trying to tell you.
No, but you want to hate everybody. I can't right now. I tried that hate thing last time with Trumpito, and look where we're at now, homie. We're inflation through the roof.
I don't want you to hate Trump. I want you to tell your viewers, bro, that you're sharing. That you're not being biased, bro. You got to call it straight to face.
No. You got CNN, MSNBC that talk all that crap about Trump every day. So they don't need to. And then to talk about like somebody being like that. Joe Biden's own daughter, bro, wrote in her diary that he was taking a shower with her when she was 13 years old, bro.
Bro, I'm with you. But Trump's just as sick as in the head too, bro. You gotta understand that.
Hey, respect Trumpito, fool. Put some respect on that shit, fool.
Hey, bro. Hey. I just want you to call a spade, bro. That's it.
I'm gonna call a spade, homie. Puro Trumpito, fool.
In the end, why did he wish her well? Why did he wish Ghislaine Maxwell well? He said, "I wish her well." Why?
I don't know,
fool. What makes you think, bro? You might have some information on it.
It might. To me, the Fed have information on a lot of people and they don't want to release it. Just like the P. Diddy stuff. They got a bunch of information they want to release.
What I'm trying to tell your viewers in the chat, bro, is like, don't look at it as left and right. They're all part of the same scheme. Dude.
Yeah, but we got to pick a side, though, Holmes. We got to pick a side. This year, I'm picking Trumpito.
I know I'm sound crazy. You know, I'm going to sound crazy for this.
Yeah,
but
sure.
You know what? We're all liberal. We're all conservative. And liberal in our own ways, bro.
Yeah, of course. And I agree with that.
I'm a conservative too, and I have liberal ways.
I agree with you there.
That's what I was gonna say. If Trump were to say, you know what, let's pick Bernie Sanders as my vice president. Oh man, he would unite this country, bro.
Yeah, but Bernie Sanders, I don't think he would take that. I would have loved for him to take RFK.
They already screwed Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, Bernie could have been it. Bernie, I thought, should have been the one before Biden, bro.
Oh, yeah, they kicked him out.
They did. They booted him out. And I wanted Bernie. At that point, I wanted Bernie.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Hey, brother.
I like Trump, dude. I do. As a but I just gotta call him out too. I gotta be real with him.
I appreciate the phone call. Always full. He always calls in and have this good.
All right, brother.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. Have a good one.
Have a good one.
All right, brother. Late.
I think it's easy to say like burn it all, right? Like, fuck, which I completely agree, right? I agree they're the opposite sides of the same coin, right? But like if you're like burn it the fuck down, right? Like what are you gonna replace it with?
Yeah.
Like what goes into that void?
Yo.
Hotline, what you got, man?
What up?
Hey, all I really got to say is Trump 2024.
Yo, some shots
and another fact that I'm gonna throw out there is that Blue Devil is ducking the fade from Cholo Juan.
Oh man, I don't know. I'm gonna have Cholo Juan, homie. I don't know, homie. I know some behind this. I know some behind the scenes stuff, homie. I know some behind the scenes stuff, homie. Boy, hey, homie, I appreciate the call. And like Cholo Juan say, chalucas.
Lucas.
Shit, they're calling it like hotcakes.
I wanted to kind of address one of the messages up there. So Joseph Miranda says you don't have to pick a side. Both sides are trash. Which I agree. But if we don't pick a side, or if you don't pick any side, like who's gonna run the government?
Exactly, bro. It sounds good.
It sounds great.
Hotline. It sounds great. Yeah.
What's up, Gil?
What's up, man? We got the panel in here. What you got?
Man, that last caller sounds like me after one too many beers, man. God damn.
I was feeling good. For what you got?
He was saying one thing and then telling you the next thing.
Oh, yeah.
Trump all day, though.
Man.
Trump all day.
Where you calling from?
Glendale, Arizona.
Man, Arizona. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. All right, people. Let's see what you guys got. But we're about to get out of here pretty soon. Give me a Trompito or give me a Kamala Harris, homie. I want to see in the chat somewhere. Oh, you know what? Give me better an American flag for Trompito, homie. Let's run it, homie. Let's run it. I think Trompito will get it, homie. So what else you guys got going on this week, man?
American flag for Trump and an eggplant for Kamala.
That's crazy.
There you go. That's American flag for Trompito and the eggplant. There you go.
That's
fucking Doughboy Tony's been hanging around me too much, man.
For real, bro. Nah, that's crazy.
Hey, you guys were talking about her whole so I just
she definitely got
properly.
some.
And I don't believe like your personal, like whatever you do in your personal time, that's your personal time, right?
When you're president.
But yeah, 100%. Not when you're a public figure and you can't throw somebody else's personal life in front of them, right? If you don't want them to throw, your personal life.
Yeah, exactly. There we go, homie. We got some American flags on there. Got some more American flags in there, baby.
America.
Come on, America in the building.
What y'all going on this weekend?
What do we got this weekend? This weekend is what? I got nothing. Yesterday I had my nice root canal, bro.
Ah, damn.
It wasn't actually too bad, homie. The doctor hooked it up. We did it pretty quick, but about an hour and a half, nothing major. I was just like, come on. I don't know, man. Maybe go to the beach. What I was gonna do? I want to do something with the wifey, homie. We gotta go and do something special with the wifey. Just just chill, have a good time.
Yeah.
Maybe go. The last couple of weeks I've been just swimming, homie.
That's right.
That's what I was gonna say. To that rat motherfucker, that piece of shit, that motherfucker who just sat there and ratted on my homeboy Long Beach Carlos, go fuck your mama, go fuck your daddy. Yeah, homie, they rat on the full Olympics, homie. Damn, they rat, some lame ass fool ratted on Long Beach Carlos in the event, homie. We still had a good time. We went to Montebello Park, and some people who were there, we went there. We're about 60 to 100 people and just barbecued right there, bro. Made the best of it. But Long Beach Carlos is gonna go ahead and he's gonna get an event going somewhere else. We're gonna get a permit so that rat bitch. What it is it's people that can't go and ain't invited, homie.
That's right.
Stop being a little putito. Stop being a fucking polycollar, homie, and get with the program, homeboy. Respect the policy. You take us out here.
I appreciate everybody that tuned in today, man. You already know it's What's the Word on Wednesdays on the realest fucking platform, American Cholo.
OG Moses.
Y'all enjoyed.
You know this, the losers.
Next Wednesday, we're going to bring it back. Another episode. Everybody have a good night. Stay safe.
We're out.